Approval of minutes, please.
Sorry, do you want me to?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see anybody raise their hand.
My name is Marion King. I'm also a parent of a child at the Ahern School. I came here today in support of Carla and her family, but also in concern for my child and for all of the other children in this district, because my guess is that what happens at the Ahern both comes to the Ahern and goes to the high school. So it's clearly a district-wide issue. I would echo everything that Carla said. I have experienced a lot of what she talked about. My child has not come to have any sort of emotional distress that would cause him to be hospitalized, but I can see where it could easily go there. And I wanted to say thank you to you all for listening and also for agreeing to do the task force. And thank you to Carla for coming out to speak. One of the issues that she didn't touch on that I wanted to was the idea that oftentimes reports of problems are minimized, and not only is it detrimental to the child involved, the way that happened with Carla's daughter, but it emboldens other children to continue that behavior. So when the adults who have been informed of issues do not act boldly, then they embolden the bullies. And that has been an issue that we have dealt with. And also the fact that these sorts of things don't appear, from the information that I've been given, do not appear to be, no one's collecting data. When I asked about what was in my son's record about the incidents involving him, because he has a social disability, he has social misunderstandings fairly frequently, and sometimes it causes him to have his feelings hurt, and there have been investigations, interrogations, and I'm told that there are no records in his file because he's not the person who's being bullied. I mean, who is doing the bullying. And so when somebody says to me, this is an isolated incident, how could you possibly know that if you have no record of what's been happening with my son over the past 6 months? So collection of data, it's hard to make a decision that's informed when your decisions are not data-driven. So I think to have something that is structured and collecting the same information every time that you have a complaint and tracking what's going on by student, by grade, by classroom, by, the way that you do with MCAS. If you're going to track the math and the reading and the science, these kids are going to go out into the world and they're going to take those lessons with them, but they're also going to take these social, emotional lessons with them. And if we just allow them to skate by with no accountability, or, as in the case of my child, allow them to be the recipients of that sort of behavior, what does that say about what they're going to be like down the road? So we all want our children to be responsible citizens, and we don't want any tragedies here. Nobody does. So thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Is there anybody else in the audience? I didn't.